And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here at the AOT March Madness Tip-Off Classic as we get this travel season going. Matchup of Game Elite taking on Atlanta Celtics. Getting our rosters together. Appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV as this tip-off classic hosted by AOT Basketball gets things started here from a travel season perspective. Plenty of travel hoops to be played. But we sort of get the nets going here at McEachern High School, home of the AOT March Madness Tip-Off Classic. Again, this is Game Elite versus the Atlanta Celtics, Team Nard, early on, so uniforms still en route for some teams as we get ready for the travel season. But this is Game Elite taking on the Atlanta Celtics. That's a layup for number 55 there. That's Tyler Johnson. Johnson, the Cedar Shoals Jaguar. Score that triple there for number 1. That's Chris Newell. Chris Newell, the Hillgrove Hawk. Shot off the mark. Rebound going to be brought down there by number 2. That's Jalen Roper. Back-to-back threes. What's better than one? A pair of triples. Chris Newell splashes that one. Makes it a 10-4 ball game in favor of Game Elite in the process. Ryan Landers, somebody zigged when they should have zagged. A little bit of miscommunication there. That pass was intended for Caleb Towns. Instead, goes out of bounds. And that'll make it a 6-point game still here as we approach the 13-minute mark here on court 1. Three from the corner, shooting the 3 ball well so far. They're the team in the red. That's number 10. It's Isaac Gridley there with that triple. Newell, transition 3. 3 takes, 3 makes. Chris Newell shooting the ball well here for a Game Elite. Representing Hillgrove mighty nicely. Tyler Johnson trying to use the ball screen now. He'll kick it to the corner. We got a baseline drive. Acrobatic move, maybe a little too much. Can't get the finish to go. Here's Newell. We'll see if there's a heat check of sorts. Hesitated. SWAT team as that one smacked into the ground as the defense converges there on Newell. Have a quick break in the action. 16-4 ball game. We appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV, AOT March Madness Tip-Off Classic. Speaking of March Madness, Atlanta not only hosted this event, but hosts to one of the NCAA regional events. Kansas State defeating Kentucky in last night's action, and Loyola Marymount continuing to roll as they were able to top Nevada here in some Atlanta March Madness action. And so on the college level, here we are on the travel basketball level. We appreciate you tuning in. Rebound snatched down by Tyler Johnson. Talk about a segue. You got one Cedar Shoals ball player on the floor and a Cedar Shoals alum joining me on the mic. Joe Hillsman, man, gonna gladly pass this baton on as we got a good one, man.
All right, appreciate it, Marcus. Orion Landers is at the free throw line. 16-5 to count.
So 16-5, game elite's up now. Celtics team Nard with 5.
That's a nice drive, but rejected at the rim. DJ Wright went in. So coming back, game elite in transition. Here's Randolph. Left wing goes now into the corner. And they'll work it back around. Nice drive across the lane, lost it. And they'll recover it. A deep right wing triple, it is good. Bottom of the net. 3 ball good from game elite. 10.5 to go. Celtics now will come back this way.
They're shooting a 3 ball well, man. Newell has a couple. Gridley got one as well, then Roper.
And there's a step back 3 by Tyler Johnson. Had to have it, Tyler Johnson. Cuts the lead now down to 11. Game elite out racing quickly. Randolph jumper. It is off. No offensive rebound. Cutting down the lane and lost to the foul. Randolph hit, as they call it, on Satarius Kelly. 19-8 running clock. The Celtics team, Nard trailing. Oh, he threw it off of Johnson's back off of the inbound. You've seen that so much. Gridley did. Step up, a long 3. It skips off the rim. No. Rebound will come down. A nice snatch rebound by Towns. They get it up ahead. Johnson lost it underneath. Coming back now, here comes game elite and Newell. Newell hesitates at the top. He'll pull the 3. It is good. It was contested well by Caleb Towns, but Newell, with all the confidence, hesitated and pulled the 3 at the top. Coming back quickly now, taking contact, going up. No good, is off DJ Wright. Wright a couple of drives and unable to finish. Here comes Newell back. Good defense marked up there by Kelly, but the jumper is off the hill of the rim. No good by Durivon.
Yeah, I think Newell's seen his last open 3. He's already got 4 here in the first half.
Beat down block by Towns. It's recovered by game elite. Now going to go baseline. Roper high up. No good. Offensive rebound. No, could have used the window tip. Over the back. Isaac Gridley. Marcus should have just went off the window right there.
Yeah, and I think they counted that. I think it was a whistle on the other floor, so that tip-in was good.
Okay, all right, good. That's right, we do have 2 floors going. And they played through it. They sure did, 24-8, but now going to the free throw line will be Caleb Towns. Towns out of Loganville. A lot of height. And at the free throw line, 24-8, a 16-point lead, and the first free throw is no good.
I think if your Celtics team, Nard, this game elite squad has come out shooting it well. I got to start leaning a little bit more on guys like Towns there on the inside to try to see if he can maybe get something going on the glass and use a mismatch to their advantage. Inside
out, he easily is the biggest one there and will miss the second free throw badly. Who opened the door?
We got to close it. Where's Coach Thompson there in McKeitry, man? We got to get that door closed ASAP.
Game elite now back this way with 100 seconds to go. And they've been in control since the beginning. It is offensive rebound by Javon Sims of the Campbell Spartans. So Sims in the book off of the offensive rebound and putback. Johnson will drive. It was knocked away out of bounds and will stay in possession of the Celtics. Not 100 seconds. Sorry, that's 7.
You know, when you talk Tyler Johnson from his standpoint, obviously you have good rapport with Coach Drico there at Cedar Shows. Your thoughts on Tyler Johnson in a season where they had their ups and downs, but a consistent player for Coach Drico?
Johnson, a jumper, no good. They had that eligibility thing there at the beginning of the year, a corner 3. It is off, no good. And just team chemistry fitting in, being a sophomore and having some seniors there that could have, welcomed them into the team just a little bit more. I think if he has a very productive summer, they're going to be in good shape next year. And he, got your feet wet. And also the adjustment, playing in Class A private as a freshman and dominating, and then coming up to Class 5A. So that change adjusted well. I look for him to put in about 17, 18 points a game next year. Him and Mr. Mid-Range, Quincy Cancer. Johnson in the corner, a three, good rotation, and there's no good. Game Elite now winning the offensive glass on a foul call. Jaden Diamond now was about to bring it up, and he will bring it up off of the inbound. Six to 8.
Those that might just be joining us, Game Elite has shot the ball well from three. Big reason why they have an 18-point lead right now.
DJ Wright drives, tried to dump it off. It was taken away, stolen by Diaz. Now they're in transition. Up, get that shot out of here, sent away. Tyler Johnson got back in transition defense to protect the basket. Rim protection in transition. Here's Caleb. Hesitate. There's Diamond. Diamond up, no, and a foul call and a violation. It'll come back this way. McEachern High School, Powder Springs, Georgia. I thought there was an error there. They're going to keep the ball in possession of Game Elite. Well, Jalen Dunnan will be the trigger man for Game Elite. Almost back into the backcourt. Caleb recovers. Now they'll spin it around. Diaz and now hold it at the top. With this unit on the floor, holding a 26-8 lead. A three, good. Diaz off the right wing, tickling the twine from beyond the long line. Oh, here's Landers back quickly. And a foul call. So going to the free throw line will be Donovan Duke. The AOT Basketball March Madness tip-off. .340 and counting with the moving clock. And Duke now, second free throw is off. So they've struggled from the free throw line. And now here comes Game Elite back this way. Diaz gonna go on the baseline, spins it to the right, open a long three. It was batted and swatted away. No, good defense from Cedarius Kelly. So Kelly came on with the defensive effort. And Game Elite now will remain possession, side out of bounds. We'll see them work their action, spins it to the right side. And around the screen, the mid post. Jitterbug step, drove right on Towns, who swatted at it, bothered it, didn't go, and it'll come off, peel back. Now here comes Landers. Landers will push it up ahead under 3 minutes to go. Left corner, a three ball, rattled it home. Three ball by Cedarius Kelly out of Greene County with a left wing triple. One way and the other. Now we'll pull it back out. Will be Jalen Dunham. Works it near the timeline. Dunham goes around the screen. Putting it on the floor, driving his Diamond up. It was bothered. Now Diaz has it, and he stepped on the end line, a turnover. 29-11. Game Elite came out on fire and have shot the three ball well, while the Celtics team, Nard, has struggled, and now a break in the action, a timeout call. With 2:20 to go, it is 29-11. And the Celtics just unable to get anything going offensively, any consistency from the outset of this contest. Thinking about what Marcus was saying earlier, Towns is taking a look and really looking at his body language. I would really start feeding him basketball and try and go with the inside-outside game, because he easily, right now, provides you with a major height advantage. So here comes Duke. Duke quickly into the forecourt out of the timeout. Let's see what they do out of the timeout. The Celtics Nard bunch. Here's Johnson. Johnson backs it back up. Now is going to drive. Not there. Spins it and it was knocked away. A steal, but no, they're able to recover it, and then sloppy pass down low. Not on the same page. Donovan McDuke could not get it. And a turnover from Celtics team Nard. And that's not what you wanted out of the timeout. Diamond holds it. That man-to-man defense. Now he goes around the screen, pulls the three, hill of the rim, high arcing rebound offensively, knocked away, and a foul call. Good job of getting in on the board, Javon Sims. Sims, one of 5 guys on this Game Elite squad from Campbell High School. Larry Knotts over there on the bench for the Game Elite squad. Was an assistant over at Harrison for a while. At the free throw line will be Jalen Dunham. Dunham, another Campbell Spartan. The lefty at the free throw line goes through his routine. Back iron, no good. 1 minute and 33 seconds to go. We've been stuck on 29-11 for quite some time.
So you look at it from a glass half empty, half full scenario. You're the Celtics, even though you're stuck at 11. This thing was 28-6 a while back. You've been able to keep them pretty much right where they were.
Towns up ahead, but I made the point. I like your point about going with Towns and probably going inside out. There's been no fluidity to this Celtics bunch at all offensively. A 3-ball, good. They've hit those in spurts. Stretching the distance, DJ Wright with the left wing triple.
Greene County High School representative. That'll help the plight a little bit.
Back-to-back 3 balls from him, 29-14. Drive, knocked down. Towns with the block, but it still rolled in. Oh, how do you do that? Caleb Towns got the block, but it still got up on the back of the basket and then rolled in on that rim. Here's Wright between the rings, goes fancy behind the back, spins below the free throw line, fading to the left, no good, rebound, comes away, here comes Diaz in transition for Game Elite. Angles to the left, splits the double, now kicks it off on a beautiful dime drop, beautiful off to Jaden Diamond who finishes, and that was all Diaz setting it up on the break. Right back, takes contact, goes up, left hand, no, and a whistle. On this floor, the whistle. AOT Basketball March Madness Tip-Off Classic. Inbound to Towns, got the roll. So Caleb Towns now, will that get him going? 33-16, still have them by 17 points. But a little bit better offensive possessions now for Celtics team Nard the last couple of trips down. Here's Diamond. Diamond spins it across Diaz, pump fake, steps in, jumper. It's off, no good. Rebound, Johnson. Johnson outletting it quickly, and now here comes Kelly. Kelly all the way up, layup good off the window, Dominic Duke. And a timeout call, so you can feel now Celtics team Nard with some fluidity offensively. It is now 33-2. Well, did they give him the basket? Let's see. Is that 18 or 16? 16. So they did not give him the basket as we are at the end of the first half. SUV TV's coverage of the AOT Basketball March Madness Tip-Off Classic will continue in just a moment.
The 360, he throws it down. He'll come off the double screen to the left. Oh, and wide open underneath. Sexton goes step back, fade away 3. Oh, my goodness. Colin Sexton.
In the lane by Tracy. Here's Williamson, makes his way around one tight. Now hustling in toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson.
Trent, off balance jumper.
Nails it. Pierre to Gary Trent Jr.
Oh my goodness. That's how you end the game, folks.
fitted bag so that your food is picked up at the restaurant, kept nice and hot and fresh, and delivered right to your home or your office. Choices to You is very involved in the community. We work with many foundations that help adults with disabilities, children with disabilities. We offer you a large variety of choices to choose from, whether you are looking to have wings, burgers, pasta, Chinese, Thai food, sushi. We offer just about everything there is. We'd like to invite you to learn more about our service and hopefully become a regular customer. Download the app or go to choicestoyou.com. Choices to You. Eat out without going out.
Welcome back inside McEachern High School. Joe Hillsman, glad that you're with us. SUV TV's coverage of AOT Basketball March Madness Tip-Off Classic right here, SUV TV. It is Game Elite. It is the Celtics team, Nard. 16-minute halves. As we get ready to begin the second half, Game Elite, they are in the red. They will be moving left to right. Randolph, and Chris Newell has it in possession. Out on the floor along with Brandon Duravon. What halftime adjustments now can Team Nard make? A three-ball, hill of the rim, no good, off by DJ Wright. Put back, up underneath, no. They fight for the rebound, out of bounds. It will stay in possession of the Celtics. Also now, let's set the lineups here. Ryan Landers, Cedarius Kelly, A.J. Wright, Caleb Towns, you cannot miss him, and Tyler Johnson, the 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Johnson. Johnson goes, dribbled into the trap, now has to pick up the dribble, pulls a deep three, hill of the rim, no. Rebound ripped down by Chris Newell. Chris Newell, Isaac Gridley, a three ball by Newell. No, that's his first three, Marcus, since he was on fire there in that first half.
Man, he really was. Four first half threes. Nice
drive by DJ Wright. He's been fearless in going to the hoop. Not much success in the first half. A good start here to the second half with that drive. Kyra Randolph also on the, Brandon Duravine on the floor. And Jalen Roper for Game Elite. Touch the basket, support, a turnover, and we'll come back now for the Celtics. 36-18, they are trailing. Celtics Nard bunch holding it now. Here's Wright. A.J. Wright worked on defensively by Newell. He drives below the free throw line. Left hand up, no. Wright fearless again on the drive. Gridley comes down with the rebound, looks for the outlet, and now Game Elite back this way with Randolph. In the corner they have it. Newell bounces it down. Back to the basket, kick back out. Here's Roper. Roper, left elbow. It skips off the rim. No, reaping for the rebound. It's Darius Kelly. Kelly now brings it down, uses a little body contact, and pulls the left wing three. It is offline. Rebound now coming down to Roper. Action picking up, going back and forth. Roper all the way, 1-on-3 off the window and scores. Jalen Roper. And a timeout, Celtics Nard.
I was going to say good pull-up, but with Roper's wingspan, by the time he let that one go, it was like a pull-up / floater.
Almost. And then went window.
Yeah, nice to be able to have that wingspan, man. Roper out of Action Sports Academy.
Yeah, I was taking a look at that Game Elite squad. Larry Knotts, the assistant coach over there, spent some time at Harrison. I'm going to talk about a fierce competitor, man. We had some fierce pickup balls back in the day at Pace Academy. Just love being in the basketball gym.
Man, nothing like a good pickup scenario, man. Get all of those games in, especially with some guys that know how to play.
So out of the timeout, let's see now. Again, Celtics team Nard, they struggled coming out of the timeout here early, trailing by 20, 38-18. Game Elite came out stroking it from distance. And the Celtics just have been inconsistent offensively. They had a couple little flashes there, but they need a nice 10-12-0 run. They can't get it all back in one. There's a drive up off the window, took the contact, just would not fall. Tip, rebound. They do not score out of the timeout. Here comes Newell. Newell crosses the timeline with the left-hand dribble, belt high. Now going to drive all the way. Towns contested it, and a foul call on the way down. Caleb Towns got in there swatting it away, but was hit with the foul.
You know, Towns has been become a bigger part of this squad as the game was going on for Celtics team Nard. Thing is, you know, Game Elite they just haven't really let up. They had a little bit of a lull where the transition from 26 to 28 took a while, and they were in the doldrums for a little bit. But outside of that, man, they're not really giving Team Celtics Nard any help in terms of reversing momentum.
Both free throws, no good. You're exactly right. And more energy has came out by Celtics team Nard in the second half, but whenever they tried to feed the post, Gridley saw it, read the pass, tipped it, and got the steal. Now we'll read it back in transition, 3-on-1 if he goes, dumps it off, contested up, and a foul called on the shot. Tried to go into Towns, but telegraphed the pass and didn't have the proper angle. But you are absolutely right. Not a lot of unforced errors or turnovers from this Game Elite squad. First free throw good from Brandon Duravine out of Campbell High School.
Talk Campbell High School, man. I believe it was Campbell that went down and dethroned the reigning champs there out of 7A Tift County.
It was. They had a nice little run, and then they bowed out to the eventual champs on the road in Meadow Creek. Split the free throws right, showing off the nifty handles. Here's Towns. Big man moves, fading short corner. No, I like the move, though. Work on that some more. He'll be all right. Kick it up ahead. Here's Newell. Roper zips a pass down low. Moving. A bevy of moves by Brandon Duravine.
Great footwork there and patience also.
Game Elite will come back this way. Dunham into the contest. Jalen Dunham down low. Gridley could not get it. Towns gets the board. They skip it across. Here's Wright. Wright hesitates, goes behind the back, and then will peel it back with the right-hand dribble. Spins away from his defender below the foul line. Now spins it over to the right side to Kelly. Kelly back to Wright. Wright with a lot of energy and playing with heart. Just can't get anything to go in his favor at the moment.
That Roper reach having an impact yet again.
Off. Rebound, Newell chased it down, tried to save it off of the Celtics, and out of bounds off of Game Elite. It will go to Team Celtics Nard. The multi-purpose facility here at McEachern High School.
You name a sport, they've got an impressive facility for it here at McEachern, and a backup facility here in the case of basketball and multi-purpose.
Drive, knocked away. All the way floating, layup good, Jalen Roper. Long arms, almost just, can we say he dropped that one in there?
Yeah.
Johnson quickly now ahead, stopped below the foul line, in the corner, short corner jumper. It is off the mark, no good. And coming back now is Game Elite. Roper, left wing, three, no. Rebound underneath, back up and in. Oh man, Brandon Duravine containing and manning the post. Especially now with Towns on the bench. It didn't make a difference, though. He's down there working in the paint, foul out in the backcourt.
You know, it's still early, you know, so you want to be able to use tip-off classics and event like this to get your team used to playing with each other, try some things out, and really just get going. But there are certain things that you got to like to see on the floor of your Game Elite. Despite the fact that they've been up so much, we're still seeing every shot be contested. You know, you're not just – you know, seeing Olay defense with guys not really taking possession seriously. They're still kind of doing the basics that I think are going to help them even when the stretch gets rolling here in the travel season.
It's been a long time since the Celtics have scored. 46-18, under 11 minutes to go here in the second half. 2 16-minute halves. Here's Newell. Newell drives. Newell all the way, good, oh, beautiful move. And the thing about it that they've adjusted, even with Towns back in, he's long, he's tall, but they're getting that ball up over his outstretched reach. And Newell just probed his way that way, right, no good. Rebound, back up, got to make the bunnies. Towns does. Offensive rebound and second chance points from Caleb Towns. I like his size, though. Coach Preston, man, he would drool over him a little bit and get that work with the big men.
His size, and then there was a move that you talked about earlier. He didn't make the shot, but you were still impressed with the footwork that you saw from him. You want to get the made shot along with that footwork, but sometimes, you know, it's hard for a big man to develop the feat that we've seen off of him so far in this game.
And showed a nifty ball handling. Get that shot out of here. Oh, Isaac blocked it. They're running at 3-on-2. Diaz, no. Tip, no by Diamond. Rebound comes off to Kelly. And a foul in the backcourt. I mentioned Durvine at Campbell. 12.1 points per game. So was a double-figure score for the Campbell Spartans.
Now, you mentioned the importance of region, man. I think Campbell is a reflection. When you look at that region with Wheeler, Pebblebrook, Westlake here over the past couple years.
With the no. Who did not make the Elite Eight out of that region? That entire region made the Elite Eight, right? Campbell, Pebblebrook, Wheeler. Oh, no.
The Campbell didn't make it. They didn't make Elite Eight because it wasn't that Meadow Creek a second-round matchup?
That had to be Elite Eight.
Meadow Creek, Lambert was
Campbell won twice. Campbell defeated Tiff, and then they defeated Woodstock. They lost to Meadow Creek in the Elite Eight. Then on the bottom you had Pebblebrook. Wheeler lost to Newton. So who am I missing? Because McEachern is Region 3. Who was that on that side in McEachern? We take a week off and we
right, exactly. A few weeks removed from the SUV TV bracket breakdown in the Georgia Hoop Circle.
And it just empties you. Who was that? Free throws are good. Much needed points, 50-21.
It's going to come to us as soon as we stop trying to think about it.
Deep three, hill of the rim, no one hits the top of the basket support. Westlake lost. They didn't make it.
Gotcha.
They lost to McEachern. So 3 of the 4 teams made the Elite Eight out of that region, and Westlake lost in the first round to McEachern. So, you know.
Enough said.
Pretty much.
Enough said region-wise.
Towns, and apologize to the Westlake people. We know what your girls did, though. Went all the way.
Preparing for Geico Nationals as we speak.
Next week. Basketball never stops, man. Game Elite working it back this way. Stepped on the end line. And a turnover. 50-22. Pace has kind of slowed from both teams here in this second half. Jalen Dunham playing defense out now on Kelly. Kelly drives, foul call. Substitution now for Game Elite. Travis Johnson checks in. Wheeler Wildcat. Towns gonna show the range. No.
That was that we don't believe you. You need more people defense right there. So dared the big fella to take that jump shot.
Hey, but you know what though? I like Towns. You can tell that there's some positive upside to him. He's just gonna have to get in the gym and work that game out. 50-22 now. Dunham spins it over, and here's Johnson, and that's kick it around on the top side. Goes down a drive. Oh, beautiful move. Went driving, scooping, and scoring. Caleb did. East side out of Newton. Wright drives, took the bump, goes up. I like Wright's heart.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot question that at all. The Greene County product.
Initiated that contact right there. Was able to get the foul on the floor. Let's take a look there on your replay.
Under 8 minutes to go, the lead has quietly ballooned to 30. 52-22. It's funny, Marcus, you said early in the travel ball season. It seems like we were just saying early in the high school season.
No kidding.
Shot the passing lane, a steal. Coming down, layup off the left side with the right hand, Dominic Duke. Time flies when you're having fun, that's what they say.
Yes, sir.
Ball knocked away, out of bounds, and it will go to Game Elite. Diaz open, right wing, hill of the rim, no. Rebound comes off to Duke. Duke now gives it to Wright. Wright pushing it in transition. Spins it back to Duke. Duke gonna go baseline, drop it off for Towns. Towns goes up. Now that's why you don't put the ball on the floor, big man. 2 feet in the paint, go up and dunk that thing home. Put it on the floor, allow the defense to recover. Got fouled, it'll shoot free throws.
Well, that's one of those things where I don't care whether it's this level or that next level. Sometimes that dribble can be deceiving because you'll see times where it pays off to where you're able to use that dribble and gather. And I think in some instances that gather can be helpful in a small case of instances. But even at the, you look at the high D1 level, there were several times. It was a great game for P.J. Washington for Kentucky yesterday. I believe he finished with 18 and 14 unofficially. But there were several times throughout that game, at least 3 to 4 possessions where he took an unnecessary dribble and you had your Barry Brown Juniors, that pesky guard core from Kansas State reaching right in there and getting the jump ball. And a few times they actually ripped it away. And that was a 1-point game. So you look at a couple of those possessions, it can't seem like splitting hairs, but if you're a big fella, got to be stingy with that ball and putting it back below your waist.
1-point game, and just think about Washington's performance at the free throw line. Duravon could not get it to fall.
I segued to that in my mind. I was like, I'm not going to mention that, but at the end of the day, that was a factor in that game.
Very much. When a 1-point game, Johnson, jumper, or 2, good. He stripped the nets with a low on 2.
And that's a lesson for the kids because you don't harp on free throws to take it hard on the player. But you got to emphasize that even with all of the ball that P.J. Washington has ahead of him, he's regretting those free throws. So for any players coming up in his footsteps, man, got to realize the importance of the little things, man.
Have to. And if you paid attention to the semifinals and the state championships, a number of free throws were shot from both sides in all classifications. You're going to have to make free throws. Jalen Roper knows how to drop in a 3 out of the left corner, 55-30.
Nice job of creating space there, crossed over, used a little side step, and, he doesn't need much space with those long arms to get that shot off.
Right. Drives, now kicks it across. Pump fake across the lane with the right hand and scores. So Duke has a pair of layups here. A little mini run. A little 7-0 spurt before it was dropped. A travel not called. Now going to drive all the way reverse. Oh, can have you some. Brandon Durafine. Doesn't matter who is in the paint defensively. He's played solid in this one. It's a 35-point game. Right 3. Hill of the rim, no. Skip down. Rebound picked up. Going to drive. Duke gives it off to Tyler Johnson with the lay. It has just been Game Elite all the way. Roper jumper in the corner, Newell, and it is sent away. Towns, that was a I'm mad at you block.
We might have this 30 ball going on right now, but I'm going to win this particular play.
5:18 to go, second half. Joel Hillsman, Marcus Burnett, our entire SUV TV crew here with you from McEachern High School. The AOT Basketball March Madness Tip-Off Classic. Live period right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Before you know it, we'll be saying how we were just tipping off a couple weeks ago.
Pretty much. Long inbound pass goes back. Roper has to trace it. Great job. Heady play, threw it off of Sedarius Kelly. They will retain the possession, but now will have to come from the opposite baseline. Newell in the backcourt now with full court pressure. Up ahead, here's Diamond. Diamond drives all the way to Gridley, and he was fouled. A beautiful move there by Diamond to create the space and then gave it off. Thought he would have that easy layup off the window. 5:18 to go, 57-34.
Really out of Cartersville.
They had a pretty good run there in 4A as well. Thought they may go deeper, but when you look at it going out in the Elite Eight, might have been right around where you would have thought that was, I don't like to say ceiling, but about as deep as you could figure they imagine they would go.
Yeah, I think that, that would have been one of those cases to where I forget the mother that's been getting so much press there for Loyola, but they said despite this run, she had them making it to the Sweet 16. So that was their ceiling coming into it, and obviously they've outperformed that ceiling that they thought that they had going into it.
That's going to be a fun game between them and Kansas State.
It really is.
That's going to be a fun ball game. Diamond with the rebound, long outlet pass. Durvine tried to go up and dunk it home. No, Wright, who just hit a three, came away with it.
Durvine had intentions on that one.
Right a three, routed it right on down the milk crate, showing some emotion, and all of a sudden they've cut this thing to 17 quickly, fast, and in a hurry. Three ball, no. Rebound, skips to the corner. Here come the Celtics now. They're going to make a push in the final 4.5. Right a three, it was deflected. Grigsby got the rebound.
Man, went to a couple talking points. Look up, and it's a 17-point
game. Steal, Wright comes away with it. Wright's got Duke with him. Wright now going to attack, and up, and a foul call. Wright will be going to the free throw line. He has not quit playing.
He has not, and he does a great job of using his body. We noticed it several minutes ago where it was just a simple foul on the floor, but the way he initiated the contact against the initial guard that was guarding him, bumped him off, and if it wasn't for that help defense coming and fouling him, he had a layup. But there have just been about 3 or 4 instances where you're really seeing Wright be able to use that small frame but position himself well to where even though the score has been lopsided for most of this contest, he's been a reason why they're starting to see a little bit of a chipping away at the deficit.
Yeah, 17 points, 4:11 to go. I mean, we was 50. Oh, Wright just went out. 57. It was 57-27. It was a 30-point game at one point. So they've chipped away at it, and then last time I looked at it, it was 57-34. So yeah, there you go. They're now under 20. And have picked up the energy and intensity.
Coach, this is something I can build off of. Obviously, we were down big. I'd like to come back and get the win, but even if we come up just short, I still want to be able to end on a high note and take some semblance of a positive uptick there going into that next game.
Mark Wright at the free throw line. It is no good. Leaving points at the free throw line, not what you want to do when you're trying to make the push. Second attempt for Mark Wright. I just noticed, you see his free throw routine with the shoulder shrug? Split him. 57-41, a steal. Duke off the window and scores. 57-43. Look at this. And they've gone to that full court pressure, and they've gotten a couple turnovers, a couple steals, and now Durvine will go out. Dunham will come in.
Now I want to see, for Game Elite, obviously AAU, a little bit travel basketball, a little bit different than organized game, but do you try to finish this out or do you start playing not to lose or tighten up?
Roper drives. No, they wave it off. Wave the basket off in the cylinder. 57-43, 4 minutes. The way they've been playing, a couple of more stops and a couple of more buckets, and they're within striking distance. Trailing by 14. They were getting beat by 30.
Yes, sir.
Wright left his feet to pass, tipped out of bounds, and it will stay now. No, it goes over to Game Elite. Game Elite in the red. Celtics team Nard trying to make what amounts to a rally right now. It may get frantic here. 3:45 to go. Pass deflected. That's how they've done it. It's another steal. Turnover. And now here comes Celtics Nard driving all the way. Layup good. Ryan Landers. 12-point game and a steal by Johnson. Kicks it over. Right. Back to Johnson. And a turnover.
You got to feel that. Any Celtics team Nard fans watching this game, you get another steal. Just with the way the energy, the defense has translated to offense for those guys. If that's one that Johnson can catch and shoot, could possibly have a single-digit deficit.
3:29, clock stopped. It is not running, and now Mr. Official sees it. Gonna let him take some time off that clock. 57-45.
Celtics team Nard was like, man, ref, you could have left that as is, man. No need to split hairs. You know.
Roper will be inbounding it. Looks, and goes out to Gridley. Gridley now bothered by Duke. Here's Diamond. Diamond spins it in the corner. Dunham, and now there's an issue with the clock now.
I think what you'll see in this type of instance, if you're a Gridley, you got to be a little bit stronger with that basketball in terms of being able to protect it and make sure you're not, you know, there have been a couple times where Gridley had a little bit of a deer in headlights type of dynamic going when they got him the ball. Opportunistic guards in there in Johnson, Wright, as well as Duke. Just waiting for a little susceptibility with that basketball. They've been able to convert that here over the past few minutes.
And that has been without Tyler Johnson during this stretch, that is. Newell has it. They spread the floor now. Gonna go 4 corners on them. Try to get that 5 count and play a little keep away. Bump and a foul called on Duke.
I'm playing keep away. If I'm Celtics Nard, I want to. Obviously, you got to be as opportunistic as possible. Get a couple steals since time isn't on your side, but they're in cruise control mode, victory formation mode, as far as just trying to stall it out.
Victory formation, I like it.
Not really looking to score points right now. Just looking to use that 6-man in the form of that game clock over there.
2:45 to go, 12-point game. It was a 30-point ball game. Inbound into the backcourt to Dunham. Diamond drives, left his feet, back out now to Newell. Working precious moments off of that clock with a 12-point lead, and they're nursing it because it was 30. Newell. Tyler Johnson stepping out defensively now on Diamond. Gonna drive. Diamond goes up and a foul called on Towns with 2:02 to go. So they worked about 43 seconds up off that clock.
Unfortunate for them, they get called for the foul there, as you had a very high degree of difficulty shot coming there from young fella Diamond. Even if he hits that, I take my odds there if I'm the defense versus giving them those free throw looks.
Jaden Diamond makes both free throws, push the lead back out to 14, 59-45. Three ball, no good in the corner, goes into the sign, it's saved out. Johnson open three, no, rebound, up and count it, and the foul, the hoop and the harm, Ryan Landers and one. So the fight still continues. It's a 12-point game, going to try to get it down to 11. And Dominic Duke at the, excuse me, not Dominic Duke, Ryan Landers at the free throw line. Game Elite Tree and AOT Wilson coming up next in the AOT basketball. Tip-off classic, March Madness tip-off classic. AOT and Game Elite Joey. In a game that suddenly got interesting, and if your team Nard and that coaching staff, you've got to wonder, man, if we'd have came out like this earlier, it might not have been such a tall task and a tall mountain to climb.
You better believe he's echoing those sentiments right now. Not necessarily in terms of a spilled milk, but just saying, you know, hey guys, you know, look at how we were able to really cut into that deficit.
And a lot of it happened too when they went to the press and started making turnovers. Here's Diamond. Diamond quickly, ball knocked away, recovered, Diaz, and a foul. So Diaz goes to the free throw line. Also out of Cartersville. 60-47. 61-47. Makes them both. 14-point lead again. The closest Celtics team Nard has gotten to is within 11. There's a three. It is badly missed. No good. Rebound will come down, and here comes Game Elite. Diaz has it. And the foul given by Towns with 71 seconds. So we're back to the drawing board for Celtics team Nard. Have to take lessons in victories and losses, especially during the travel ball season. Diaz, free throw is good. Hit the front iron and then hit the glass and went in. Inbound now, here's Wright. Wright gonna drive quickly and was fouled on the floor, so it is no shot. Foul on the floor. Free throw, good from Wright. He will get one more. His energy, heart, hustle, and muscle in his second half had a lot to do with them cutting into the deficit. Free throw, good. Final minute coming up. Tyler Johnson gave the foul. Or pulled his arm out the socket. Free throw in and out, no good by Diamond, Jaden Diamond, South Cobb. Colin Granger and crew in. Yep. They'll be hitting the floor next. 62-50. Final 50 seconds. Johnson a 3-ball off, no. Diamond could not squeeze the rebound, but it went off of Celtics team Nard. Foul given. Taking it down to the wire. 43 seconds to go. Mark Wright, the Greene County guard sitting here in front of us. He just reminds you of that, just that old school vet, just the way he's dressed, short shorts, and he's just like one of them old school vets, right, man.
One of those old school Hersey Hawkins.
Yeah. In the corner, Vernon Bimbo Coles.
All right.
Right scrappy inside, jump ball call. Possession will stay with, oh no, it will go to Game Elite. And now they change it and will give it to Team Celtics Nard, who's trailing by 14, 64-50. Here's Wright, catch a 3 on line. Front iron, no, long rebound, he got it, so he goes back up, flips it up, counted, and the foul. Mark Wright has been impressive in the contest despite the margin of victory being so wide for Game Elite. Mark Wright has played well out of his guard. He'll try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
It's good seeing him continue to fight. You've also mentioned the positive things he's done here in this game, and then just from an airport test type of thing, you look at this score after the fact, you're going to say, oh, okay, Game Elite got Celtics team Nard, versus how it was looking earlier where you look at it and say, man, what happened?
Exactly. And they're continuing to give the fouls. Free throw, Diamond back iron, no good. Still a learning moment, though, as each moment is on the travel ball circuit. You've got to take advantage of it. Both free throws, no good. Offensive rebound was had by Diaz. He lost it. And expensive seats, a souvenir, temporarily, that will be returned. AOT March Madness Tip-Off Classic here on SUV TV. Wright drives, couldn't get that one to fall in. Towns gets the rebound to Johnson. Johnson a 3, no. Tried to tip it, got the rebound. Now going to attack, go up off the window, and score. At the horn, Sedarius Kelly. So the final score, Game Elite, 64-57 over Celtics team Nard. It is AOT and Game Elite. Joey coming up next right here from the AOT Basketball March Madness Tip-Off Classic.